Hey everyone, welcome to Inside Russia. This is Konstantin. This is another daily update on what is currently happening in Russia. Thank you for joining. Thank you for being with me here. I am in the very heart of southern Russia right now, not too far from Ukraine, the Ukrainian border, and I would like to give you the results of first 4 months of special military operation that Russia started conducting against Ukraine on February 24th. I would love to hear 5x5 from the mods. Lorna is saying 5x5. It means we are ready to go, and this is going to be quite an interesting message, analysis, and information. Without further ado, let's jump right into it. 4 months. Well, 4 months in a couple days. February 24th. I still clearly remember the day. Now it's June 30th. 4 months. Usually, 4 months is not a big deal. It's not a very long time. But when we talk about and when we conduct special military operations against other countries, that's actually huge. So I have split my message into 4 parts. They are NATO, European Union, Ukraine, and Russia. And I will speak of what results were achieved in NATO, European Union, Ukraine, and in Russia. Let's start with NATO. NATO now has a new life. Back in 2013, NATO was struggling to find a sense of purpose. Questions were asked to NATO, to the alliance, of why. Defending against who? They weren't any enemies. Now, NATO has a new sense of purpose. Very loud and very clear. No one is asking questions any longer. NATO has changed strategy completely, and right now its agenda and strategy is looking much, much stronger than it did just a few years before. Russia went from being a strategical partner of NATO to the enemy state. And now all resources of NATO are channeled to defend NATO countries from potential enemy. NATO is consolidated and unified. Before the start of Russia's special military operation against Ukraine, they were arguments, they were local conflicts between the members of the alliance. Now that is the thing of the past. The NATO is consolidated, strong as ever. Financially, the alliance is strong as ever. The budgets are overflowing. Everyone understands there is a need to beef up NATO. Therefore, money is provided freely and new weapons are being ordered, designed, and so forth. NATO has increased in tremendously short time. It has grown by 2 members, Finland and Sweden. Those countries have very strong, very modern, very able armies, and those countries have great economies and great people. So NATO definitely has gained 2 awesome members. Now, let's see what are the results about European Union. It is safe to say that European Union is finally unified. There was a split between different countries, different members of the EU. They were arguments, they were fights, they were misunderstandings on many issues, on policies, on actions, on laws, on the system of governing, and so forth. Well, that split, those arguments, those conflicts are a thing of the past. No more. Now, now European Union is unified and has a goal to defend from a new enemy, a country in the east that they consider, European Union countries consider enemy now, or at least quite a few of them do. And they fear that country, and they're unified by that fear and by this need to build up defenses. No more arguments. European countries, the European Union, has diversified energy supplies, natural gas and oil. In the past, European Union's biggest supplier, greatest supplier, most reliable supplier of natural gas, very cheap and efficient fuel that gave European Union an economic edge over competition, was Russia. Therefore, the European Union depended on Russian oil and Russian natural gas a great deal. And there was nothing wrong with that for a long, long time. But certain actions showed that, there was something wrong at the end. So the European Union countries started looking for new suppliers, and simultaneously they started banning and making laws against buying oil and gas in Russia. Infamous sanctions packages. Until the end of the year, oil from Russian Federation should be banned. So Russia has a few more months to sell, and then it will need to find a new buyer. European Union has diversified its energy supplies. European Union, all countries, it is safe to say that all countries of the EU have gotten a kick in the butt to start develop new technologies to utilize green energy to create new types of energy such as hydrogen and so forth. Before, the need was to save the planet, not very pressing issues. Now, European Union countries are facing a huge threat and increased prices of natural resources from new suppliers because market has become tighter. So therefore, they need new technologies and they've started developing them. I think there will be a huge boost. And in midterm future, we will see completely, absolutely new technologies providing us new sources of energy, cleaner and cheaper. European Union has a new sense of purpose. Before, it was an economic union mostly, promoting free trade, promoting free travel of citizens of the EU countries within the borders of the EU and so forth. Now, the main purpose behind the EU is becoming defense. Let's talk about Ukraine. What are the results of this special military operation for Ukraine? Ukraine has lost a great deal of its land. It's de facto occupied by Russian army. The future of those lands is absolutely uncertain. We don't really know what's going to happen. I don't think anyone knows. Ukraine is de facto de-Russified now. No language, no culture, no education, no street science, no past. It is not a secret that Ukraine and Russia share very same past, very same history, very same culture, very same language. And Ukraine has been trying to de-Russify itself for a number of years, but it did not succeed because it was split in two parts. One part was against de-Russification, one part was wanted de-Russification. Okay, and those people always fought. Those camps always fought with one another. And Ukraine, the last time I was there a few years ago, was not de-Russified. People still spoke Russian language. People still lived in the cities with signs in Russian, with streets named after Russian landmarks, after Russian people, and so forth. Cultural ties with Russia were very strong. So it is very safe to say that until February 24th, Ukraine was not de-Russified, so to speak. It enjoyed having a large part of Russian culture. Now, de facto, lots of Ukrainians, people whose first language is Russian, they start refusing speaking Russian. They promoting this idea of renaming everything Russian into Ukraine. They're cutting ties with their families here in Russia. They're cutting ties culturally with Russia because they don't want to be associated with Russia any longer. So de facto, the de-Russification of Ukraine is the result of this 4 month of Russia's special military operation against Ukraine. Ukraine now is a real part of Europe. Before, I think it's safe to say it wanted to become a part of Europe. It was considered a quasi-European state. But now, hey, no jokes. Ukraine is a part of Europe. The Europeans are standing with Ukrainians. It is unclear right now how things will turn out for Ukraine. This is a military conflict, special military operation going on right now. But it's absolutely clear that Ukraine will never be friendly with Russia again. For generations and generations and generations, Ukraine has turned away from Russia towards Europe completely. Ukrainians are living through lots of tragedies connected with loss of human lives and destruction of good parts of their country. But Ukraine has bright future because the whole world has been united behind Ukraine. The whole world is waiting for the moment when it can start helping Ukraine to rebuild itself. Ukraine has put itself on the world's map. Before, not too many people knew that Ukraine existed. Now, every single person knows. Ukraine is now led by a superhero president. Before, Zelensky was not the greatest Ukrainian president, let's put it this way, but he has showed many good qualities. He has led the country. He never left Ukraine, even when Russian army was advancing on Kiev. He stayed in Kiev, and that was an act of courage. And he communicated with people via social networks every single hour. That also was huge and is huge. His name is known to everyone among Western politicians now. He's a frequent guest in different conferences, different meetings. Presidents of the big countries, the Western powers, actually visit him and think it's an honor to be greeted in Ukraine. So I think he's gonna be named the Man of the Year by Times Magazine. Perhaps we'll get Nobel Peace Prize or something like that. That guy has become a superhero in eyes of the world. The loss of human lives in Ukraine has been tragic. I don't know what else can I say about that. You cannot bring back people. You can rebuild country, but you cannot bring people back. Russia. The biggest result of 4 months of special military operation of Russia, that's Russia conducting against Ukraine, is that Russia is now totally isolated. Politically, economically, financially, culturally, sports, energy, trade, transportation. Russia has been cut off from most parts of the world. Russian economy has taken a huge hit. This is a short-term effects only. An economy always works in the long term. Short-term effects are not very visible, but it is very clear for anyone who has common sense that troubles are coming Russia's way. And later in the year and early in 2023, there will be big troubles. And they all come from Russia being sanctioned and isolated. That takes us to the sanctions. Russia is the most sanctioned country in the world right now. Over 10,000 sanctions has been placed upon Russian government, Russian individuals, Russian companies. Inflation is going up. Prices are going up. Unemployment has risen, and it's all confirmed by the Russian government officials. Russia has lost its star assets, natural gas and oil. Russia lost its star clients, European countries, the European Union. It's lost the best, the richest, the most paying, the orderly, the long-term customers, the best customers you could ever have. Rich paying countries that are right next door, and Russia has pipelines running right into those countries. Well, they have decided to completely give up on Russian oil in a few months, and they have been trying ways to cut dependency on Russian natural gas. Their desire is clear: to buy as little gas from Russia as possible. Therefore, Russia has lost its star customers and star assets. Unemployment in Russia is on the rise. I think I've said that already. Exodus of young, able Russian professionals has been taking place. The cream of the crop is leaving the country for different reasons. Some leave permanently, some leave for some time, some leave for vacation, some leave for better work conditions, and so forth. But a lot of people who actually can work outside of Russia, they have left. Russia has lost a lot of its most valuable asset, people. Many Russians are very concerned with things that have been going on in Russia, and it's taken mental toll on many, many people. Many Russians are increasingly showing signs of post-traumatic disorder, PTD, and it's also one of the results. So many Russian lives are lost. Soldiers that are operating in Ukraine as a part of special military operation have been killed, many of them. It is very unclear how many soldiers, young boys, were killed at this point exactly, because the last time the Russian government released information was 3 months ago in the very late March, 29th of March. And ever since, the Russians have been kept in the dark, so it is safe to say that they were lives lost. We just don't know how many. That's a tragedy too. Russia has lost some of its closest allies, for example, Kazakhstan, who is not supporting sovereignty of Donbass and Lugansk states. And Russia has turned neutral states that had very decent relationship with Russia, Finland and Sweden, into hostile states, willing to and actually joining NATO. Many Russian industries, not just businesses, not just companies, many Russian industries have been imploding. And the future of many industries is uncertain because services are not needed any longer. The budgets are not there. Banks, who usually finance large infrastructure projects, cannot do that any longer. They've been placed upon under Western sanctions and so forth. So many companies are in trouble and many industries are imploding. And most Western companies have left or plan on leaving Russia, forbidding to sell its products in Russia and to import the products in Russia, to export the products into Russia. This is what I have to say, this is my message. I've just given you the results of Russia's special military operation against Ukraine, results for different countries, for NATO, for the alliance, for European Union, for Ukraine, and for Russia. And I am wondering, we've been told many times here in Russia that everything is going according to the plan. Who am I to question what the government officials are saying, right? They must know what they're talking about. Everything is going according to the plan. But judging for the results of first 4 months of this operation, I have one question. What kind of a plan is that? Hope you found it interesting. I can't say it's a fun topic, but that's how I see what is happening right now. A lot of people did not believe that this special military operation would last for such a long time. They predicted, just a week, couple weeks, Ukrainian army weak, it's gonna surrender and so forth, but it's been 4 months. I would like to hear your opinions. Please no talk about military actions of Russia and Ukraine. If you have something to say or comment on the results of NATO, the economics, and so forth, please do. Nothing about Ukraine, and let me just give you the rules as usual. Here in our live streams, common sense is the king. Please keep this chat civil, think twice before you post. No snide crude remarks and or hostile comments, no crude usernames, English only, no trolls, don't even think about it. Subscribers only, this chat is for subscribers. The forbidden topics I've told you about, the actions of Russian military in Ukraine, please don't say about that. What is happening in Ukraine military-wise right now. Criticism of Russian top leadership, number of casualties in Ukraine and in the Russian army, that would be speculations. We certainly don't need that. Thank you very much. And again, thank you for listening to my message. I'm about to turn on the live stream chat. It's done. Reese Gray is number 1 today, the champion. Lorna comes in number 2. Welcome and great to see you, friends. Thank you very much for joining. Mods, thank you for coming to watch my back. Thank you very much. Business as usual today. Reese Gray, thank you for the first super chat. That's I'm used to your messages, and I'm used that you sent super chat as number 1 person. Hello from Canada, Mr. Popular. Seems to me that one mistake Russia made was not considering Ukraine part of Europe to begin with. Reese, that is very clear to me as well. I agree. The Ukrainian people made their choice clear during Maidan uprising. That's Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the message. It's hard not to agree with you. I don't understand. Martin Stam is, regular suspect. But you know that the message like that is gonna get deleted. I mean, I ask no criticism of top Russian leadership, not because I like or dislike them, but because that's something that might get me in trouble. And the mods watching just for the questions like that, well, comments just like that to delete. Columbus, Dale, Dusseldorf, Colorado, Susan Gitz, Miss Me, Chrissy Walker, Raymond from Brisbane, Australia, Geeky Carlos, hello, hello, IKDA, the usual suspects, Jake, thank you for the contact. Thank you very much, Jake, for coming. Sylvia, good evening. Klaus Zeitler, good evening. Robert Bates, hello, hello. Chirper, Bob S, Brady B, hi from UK. HCOM Maine. That's a special greeting for me. Everyone sending greetings from the state of Maine is very special. Thank you so much, Jimmy. Thank you. Hi from Canada, Dario from Croatia, Faith Russert, Donna White, Bill Johnson, presidentials. No, it's not. Yodi Racer, howdy, howdy. Kamran, Steven, Ludmila, thank you so much for showing up. Thank you for listening. Thank you, friends. Miss me. Whatever is going to happen in coming days, please be safe, Papa Bear family. What is going to happen in the coming days? I don't know. I hope that nothing bad happens in the coming days. But you know what? I'm not sure of anything anymore. RW, thank you so much. Vine for the second place. Thank you. John Wakamatsu, Jeffrey S., Scott Nesbitt, Toby Watkins, Chrissy Walker. Folks, if you want me to read your comment, to notice your question or comment, please put it in caps. John Wakamatsu says, be careful. John, you tell me how I be careful, and I will be careful. I will follow your advice. I just don't know what else I can do. Karen from Maine, thank you so much. When we're all with you, we are in the presence of... Thank you. I think you're overestimating a little bit. Thank you for sending love and prayers very much. But really, Karen, I think you are a little overestimating me. Rudy Kaisley, Happy Canada Day. Happy American Independence Day. Wait a second. Independence Day is 4th of July. That's my father's birthday. We're gonna celebrate his birthday, although he's not with us any longer. But me and Mom, we decided that 4th of July is a very special day for us, So not yet. And honestly, I don't know when Canada's Independence Day. But, well, thanks for the super chat and points taken anyway. Big Al, you say that Europeans stand with Ukraine, and it is true. Don't think for a second that we don't stand with the good people in Russia, though. We know none of this is your doing, and my 20 quid says we support you too. Thank you, Big Al. Thank you. Message received well. Taken. Thank you. Steve Stewart, if you were given a large island and could create your own nation from scratch, what are the best aspects of the Russian system that you would want to implement in a new nation? Family. I would like to have the same thing that we have here in Russia, where we are parts of large families, and family is number one for us. We meet quite often, we love each other, we care for one another. If anyone is in need of some kind of help, the entire family gets together like that, and the person gets help as much as needed, as much as people can provide help. They put interests of family members quite often on top of own interests. Okay, that's what I would like to have if I were given an island, and I would bring something from Russia. That's what I would bring. Jen E, thank you so much. Oh, not Jen. Jan. Okay, I'm sorry. That's Sweden, right? You're from Sweden. The new NATO country. How could we screw it up so bad? I'm actually ashamed sitting in front of you, and I'm ashamed for the actions. This, I don't see, like, all this stuff, all these results have hit my country, okay? And you must be laughing right now saying, what the heck? How could they do that? Keeping you and family in prayer. Thank you so much, Babs56. That's much more important than money. And money is very well appreciated and much needed and much appreciated. Thank you. Brian Woods, hi from Los Angeles. Howdy. Los Angeles. I love that place. What a place. Chrissy Walker, thank you so much. Finish your plate. Love the name. Howdy. Joy, hello. Dale, thank you for the analysis. Good message. Thank you very much. I'm very glad you liked it. Brian Dart K, we can see your deep feelings more than ever in this chat. Thank you for sharing. Thank you, Brian. Appreciate it. English Bob, how does Russia reverse this? Bob, this is one of the biggest questions I've been asking myself all 4 months. How does Russia reverse this? How can we go back to normal? And you know what? I've yet to come up with an answer. I don't know. I don't think it's possible. We definitely cannot go back to normal with Ukraine. I mean, we all understand, okay? How can we go back to normal with other countries? You see, countries are like people, okay? If you have neighbors, if you have a community, then each member has a certain amount of trust, because each member behaves in a very unique name. Some behave not too good, some behave great, and some are trustworthy. And the thing is, the trust is earned over a long time. You can lose trust very, very easily, very fast, but you cannot earn trust. And it's about earning trust. And I don't know. If you have the answer, just give it to me, because I would love to have it. I would love to have hope. Unfortunately, at this point, I don't. MM93 must win. Thank you so much. Your message always comes out clear between the lines. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Much appreciated. Isabel Legault. Hello, Constantine and Modes. Can surely say that our world have changed also a whole lot, not just your country. NATO and Europe, some will suffer famine too very soon. Isabel, that is the issue I cannot comment on, because I simply don't, I haven't even scratched the surface. I don't know what to say. I don't know. I definitely will address it. There are different opinions. I really don't understand at this point, because Ukraine is not the only one manufacturer. You see, I know the market for grain very well, because one of my businesses back in 2015, 2016, I was developing a marketplace for soft commodity trading, and I was based here in Rostov, and Rostov is right next to Ukraine. So on the east you have Russia, and on the west you have Ukraine, and it's one area is like the bread basket of Europe, right? We grow lots of grain, but Russia grows more than Ukraine. Okay, but Ukraine also huge grower, and I know this market very well. Okay, I think this is my understanding, but I can be wrong, of course. I think that if you cut both Russia and Ukraine out of wheat supplied to the rest of the world, there still will not be famine, because there's Australia, there's Canada, there's Argentina, there's Kazakhstan. You know, there are so many countries that grow wheat, and I hope there will be no famine, okay? I've been hearing this a lot. I just don't understand how it is possible at this point. But I will definitely look into this topic, and one of the latest streams I will address it. I like you both borsches. Jan E, you're good to ready explaining what really happening better than any news channel. Thank you. I just show up every day and I speak from my heart. That's pretty much it. David, testify. I'm not testifying. I'm giving message. I'm just telling you what I see around me. It's not testifying. Michael Sullivan, I'm back to listen to my favorite Maina. All right. There's a super chat from Thomas Foll. I'm from Austria. Please pray for me and my family. Let me write it down. Thomas Foll. Yeah, got it. We get our fourth child in October, and I have a big stomach cancer, which is very big, and my family needs every prayer to stay in faith. Thank you. Thomas, I'm very sorry to hear that. You shouldn't have sent the super chat. Please keep all the money. You need it more than I do. I will pray for you, whatever you say, with no super chat needed for that. I wish I could refund the money. New sponsor, Chiwayne Jameson. Welcome to Inside Chinave Jameson. Thank you very much, friend. I apologize for the name. I'm not good. KWNY Upstate. $5. You can ruin your reputation in a moment and maybe never be able to repair it. That second lasts for months or longer. Well, 4 months now. And where is the end? We pray for the end every single day, all of us. And it's still not anywhere in the horizon. Ken Potts, thank you for $20. Thank you very much. No message, but this is a very strong message. I appreciate it. The Vidian sodality. Courage, my friend. Remember, out of many one, everything has an end. I keep on saying that. Thank you. Keeping all of you in our prayers. Hello from Indiana, USA. Thank you so much, Paula. Thank you. Now I'm gonna go over messages in caps only because not too much time left. Since it 50 Danish krone. To be blind, it is easily than knowing the truth, and you're not blind. Love from Denmark. Thank you so much, my friend. I don't know whether I'm blind or not. I don't know whether I'm crazy or not. I think it's not up to me to decide. All I know is I am sitting right here in this chair, and I every single day, every evening I show up. I keep on showing up. That's the promise that I made on the day one that I started streaming, and I merely am telling you things how I see them here in Russia. Sometimes my heart bleeds, sometimes my emotions are a mess. It's always very difficult no matter what I talk about, but that's what it is, you know. There are some good parts of life, and there are some bad ones, and there are ugly ones. And I'll tell you, out of my life, 46 years old, this is the ugliest. I have not been in more pain, in more desperation than today. This is crazy. Anyway, Jan Allen or Jenna. I'm so sorry. I'm so bad with names. 10 pounds. I can't afford to be a Patreon, but sending you funds for more tea. Thank you so much. Much appreciated. Ceylon tea, which I hope you realize is my way of saying I appreciate you showing up every day, and I do my best to be here to support from afar. Thank you so much. Just showing up, just watching my messages, liking the message, just commenting is great, and sending some money is much appreciated, very appreciated. Thank you so much. Reese Gray, another $5. Ukraine and Russia produce 27 of globe's wheat. I can see how losing access to both markets may cause problems, though I also doubt famine. Reese and everyone, when I was in the business of grain trade, not me personally, but my partner was in the business. He was a grain trader. And I was merely developing a high-tech platform to unite buyers and sellers. Okay, we had this project as one of the businesses that I failed at. I had some businesses that I was successful, then another I broke even, another one I failed, but that was a very interesting story. Just KGB involved. So anyway, when I was in this business, I was learning a lot about grain trade, and from some information, I don't remember who, but it was pretty respected source. Argentina alone can feed the entire world. So world will not go into famine, okay? This is what I heard. Argentina alone, okay? So I also doubt famine. I mean, suppose we don't have wheat. I don't know. Jessica, Raquel, Constantine, I hope your conscience spread among your compatriots. I will continue to pray with you. Praying with you is a must for me now, and also taking tea with you. Well, if anyone drinking tea right now, I toast to you. Let's have a sip. It's good. I tried to be as quiet as possible because I've gotten so much heat from people. You so unprofessional. You gulp your tea, cut the tea, cut it, One of the persons sent me a message saying, hey, your message is so good, you're so professional, except for one thing. You drink darn tea and that ruins everything. It makes you look so unprofessional, I'm not professional. I'm sorry. I'm not a reporter. I'm a nobody, okay? I'm just a little tiny guy, a father of 5 children. 3 of them live here with me in Russia, and I'm sitting and I'm looking at my country falling apart in front of me, and I hate it. I want everything to be normal. I wanted us to be friends. I wanted us to act normally. I wanted all countries to be sane, to be loving, okay? And all of a sudden, I see completely different. It's falling apart. And this is an outcry, okay? So I'm not a professional. Alex, sir, thank you so much. Czech Republic. Praying for you and your family. Take care. Love from Czechia. Thank you. Thank you so much. Czechia is certainly in my heart. My parents, you must know that. My parents lived in Czech Republic for 10 years. In Prague. Praha. No comments. Buses I've never seen before. Have given sponsorship to the channel to 5 people. Holy cow. Well, thank you so much. No comment. 5 new members due to your generosity, sponsors. Bob, I'm watching time. Chinave Jameson. I know Whiskey Jameson. But I think your last name is different. Jameson. $50. Thank you so much. This is a very strong message. Great super chat. Very much needed and appreciated. What is going on? Bruce is giving sponsorship of Inside Russia to 5 people. So I have 10 new sponsors besides the one that joined earlier. Wow, this is great. Thank you so much. I don't know what to say. Thank you. Much appreciated. Jimmy Penrose, you're a heck of a diplomat, Konstantin. I've been called quite a few names. Oh yeah, I see Donna White, Faith Russett, Glenn Millam, Chuck Henderson, Faith. Now sponsors from Bruce. Thank you so much, Bruce, No comment. Geeky Carlos, Dominic's Chernilius, Craig Gaze. Wow. Thank you. Yes, S. Michael Milkevich. Eventually everyone will face our creator. Nobody's perfect, better, but there's those whose choice will be hard to be forgiven. Yes, Michael, I very much agree with you. Thank you so much, Lorraine Prasnowski. Paula McDonald is sipping tea with the Gulag Gang. Okay, that's another sip for you. This one goes to Paula McDonald specifically. Thank you, Paula. Guys, you are sending sponsorship to other people is very touching. Thank you. I don't know what to say. Very, very touching. Donna White, do Russians never have milk and tea? Some do. Not my most favorite thing, but you know what? I think I'm gonna start doing it due to my appreciation of the English people that are here. Yeah, let's do that. I will start starting tomorrow. Smelly fella, share your favorite borscht recipe. Love Ukrainian borscht. I traveled in Ukraine. I lived in Ukraine for a year. It's like one of the best cuisines in the world. Borscht there is just out of this world. Russian borscht is also great. Hey, I live in Russia, okay? In Rostov-on-Don. If I take a large pebble, and I throw it real hard, it's gonna land in Ukraine. Okay, our culture here, we speak in this area. We don't speak pure Russian. We speak Surzik. That's mix of Russian and Ukrainian. Okay, we speak with Ukrainian accent. Some of us, at least. And here, borscht is same as in Ukraine. Salo, lard, is same as in Ukraine. I've been told by Russians, I go to Moscow and they go, "Oh, you're from Rostov, you're from Ukraine." So lots of Russians thought that Rostov was part of Ukraine. Okay, that's how our cultures were interconnected. So I like borscht. To me, borscht is borscht. It's Ukrainian, Russian. Who cares? It's a good dish. Few super chats. Couple minutes and it will be time to pray. Glenn Millam, I worry about the world every day. Me too. People like you give me hope, Constantine. Thank you so much. I hope this helps. It does. Every dollar counts these days. I think I have some pretty bad news, like financially coming up. So yeah, it does count and it does help. Hoodoo, Texas, the famine problem is extremely real. Bad timing of the operation and consequences is Africa is in a drought. Tens of millions are threatened in East Africa alone. Children already died. Hoodoo, I make you a promise that I will look into this and I will make a stream. We'll talk more about this. Thank you for the information and thanks for the heads up. Matthew Hopkinson Spark, thank you for £5. Thank you. Appreciate it. John Doe from United States with love, going to fly from US to Moscow on July 11th, but going right from the airport to the train station, going to the beautiful city Ulyanovsk for 3 weeks. Can't wait. John, promise me one thing, that while you are in Ulyanovsk, join the streams. They're late. They're from 11 to midnight for 1 hour here. Ulyanovsk is on the same time zone as in Moscow as in Rostov. Join and share your opinions of how you find Moscow, how do you find Russia, how you find Ulyanovsk, okay? So people in the chat not just getting information from me, but also from a real American who is actually on the ground, with boots on the ground, okay? I perhaps even should invite you to the stream. I'm not sure how to do that. I've never done that before, so to bring another person into the stream, but that would be really, really good. So I would love to do that. Once you're in Russia, then get in touch. I remember someone was flying around mid-July. I might be in Moscow for a few days, so if you go to Moscow in mid-July, gonna be in Moscow, just send me a message, Let's at least chat. 59 minutes. 1 minute to midnight. Couple more questions, and that's it. You could use Discord if you have it there. Yes, we have Discord. Geeky Carlos, a new sponsor. Silver Tongue, you should try Rooibos tea from South Africa. It's the best tea in the world. Tastes like honey naturally. You know what? I would love to. We have Rooibos on sale, but you know what? I have very, very good understanding it's fake. Because I tried it a couple times. I didn't really like it. But I'm pretty sure it's fake. You know what? I was searching for this tea for, I would say, a good 10 years. Because I've tried hundreds of different tea brands until I found this one. This costs an arm and a leg. But you know what? I paid an arm and a leg for other teas. Turned out no good. This stuff is good. So I would love to try Rooibos, even if it's expensive, but I just don't know where to find it. My friends, it's been very touching stream for me, because a couple people just made gifts to other people, and actually gift for me as well. Thank you so much. Quite a few super chats. Every super chat, it's not just the money, okay? I treat super chats as people like what I have to say so much. I touch them so much that they, send some hard-earned money. They part with their money. That's a lot. I really value money that because I work for money and I know how it is to part with money. And every time I see a super chat, it means that I've touched someone so much that they actually sent me something. So thank you so much. Thank you for all the messages. Thanks for coming. Thanks for being with me. Thanks moderators. I would like everyone to join to pray. Thank you. If you are, as usual, believers, please do. If non-believers, still do. We pray, we send good wishes. We try to ask God to make prayers heard and wishes of people to be made true. So please join us. Dear God, thank you very much for giving us this day. Thank you very much for giving us, well, at least some of us, peaceful day. Thank you for giving food, placed it on our tables. Thank you for giving roofs over our heads. Thank you for surrounding us with good people, the loved ones, friends, family, just good people. Thank you. Please stop the bloodshed in Ukraine. Use your powers. Reach out people who need to be reached. Touch their hearts. Open their hearts and fill them with love, mercy, compassion. Give them forgiveness. Soften their hearts, please. Fill them with love so they overflow with love and they cannot make decisions to continue fight anymore. So they stop fighting. I am praying for Russian President Vladimir Putin. Please open his heart, fill it with love, mercy, remorse, forgiveness. Make it soft, kind, and nice. And that way he stops the bloodshed. Please help everyone who has been affected in Ukraine. Please help all the civilians. Give them strength. Give them, answer their prayers. Give them forgiveness. Give them, ease their pain. Help the civilians. Help the Ukrainian soldiers, Russian soldiers, everyone who's in Ukraine, really. Please send everyone there an angel to protect and keep out of harm's way. Fill that country with angels. Please help my country, Russia. Send an army of strongest angels with sharpest swords, led by Saint Michael, so they get rid of the demons that have hijacked my country and run it and make it shine again, make it a good neighbor, make it righteous. Please give us wisdom to raise our children the way that when they become adults, they will make this world a better place. They will not fight, but will love one another. Please keep our children, parents and grandchildren healthy. If someone is sick, please make him or her feel better and give him or her cure. Thank you for bringing us all together in this. I first thought it was a virtual community, but it's a real, very real community. Thank you for bringing us together so we sit all together right now in praying please hear everyone's prayers who is praying right now, or just watch us pray, and make wishes come true. I would like to mention a few people who reached out and asked me to be mentioned. They have prayers and they have needs and wishes. Please hear their prayers and answer their prayers and make their wishes come true and needs tended. There are 9 Veka, Michael, Ellen, Yelena, Natasha, Jake, Michael, Oля, Dasha, Sky, Bonnie, Igor, Buzz, Anne Mary, Jean-Paul, Paula, Janine, Michael, Marlene, Narnian Lady, Susan S., Freddie, Sabrina, Sophia, Susan, Madeline, Chirper, Paul, Ellen, Stephen, Priscilla, Michelin, Martin, Donald from Wisconsin, who is asking for himself and for his country separately, the United States of America, Arena, Liz, Bruce B, Michael, please give Michael strength, Thomas Falil from Austria, who really needs your help. His family needs help. He needs a healing. Please help him. And I also have 2 children on the list, Maverick and Britzel Andrews. Please show your miracle to Britzel and help Maverick. Britzel is very sick. She needs a miracle from you. She needs healing. She needs to come back to her family, and her family is waiting for your miracle and asking for your miracle too. I also would like to ask for Kayleen. Her husband recently died. Please give her strength. She had 2 twins, two children born, twins, and she's in dire situation right now, so please help her out. Thank you so much. Amen. My friends, thank you very much. It's been a very touching stream for me. I hope you found my message valuable, interesting, informative. Thank you for coming. Thank you for listening, conversing, and praying. I will have another message tomorrow. I'm still trying to work out schedule for tomorrow, 2 private streams for sponsors and patrons. Very likely there will be no streams for patrons or sponsors. I will transfer them perhaps for Saturday. I have an event, very important event, and it's taking place in time of the streams, but I will keep you informed. So thank you so much, everyone. Thanks for coming. Mods, thank you, and I will see you soon. See you tomorrow. You're awesome and you rock. Have a good night or have a good day.